My name is Todd Hewson. I'm the Chief Executive at Looks Like Larry Productions, photographer extraordinaire. So, I'm just going to say this. I had a stroke 14 months ago. I was in Dallas on work. I was at a manufacturer's plant, and I had a stroke right there in the conference room, but I had lost my speech. So I had 3 centralized clots in my left lobe, and it took away my tongue and mouth muscle memories or recognitions. So all the while I'm thinking what I wanted to say, but I got a baby's mouth that had to learn how to talk again. Truly goo goo gaga stuff. So fast forward to 14 months, I'm on the road to recovery, but that's the reason for my speech impediment. I don't say this out of Hezbollah, but taking on this Cheers video, I'm not going to let this stop me in life. When I had a near-death experience, and I can honestly say that, it changed my perspective of the whole of life. I'm going to do more passion projects. I'm going to do more things that are for me. I'm going to get rid of the bad and go with the good. So, I'm a car guy and a motorcycle guy, so I've naturally developed to what my main topic is, cars and pinups. But photography is the adjustment to the light. It doesn't matter what you have, a car, a person, a wedding, a product, a building. It's all about using the light. I was invited to a meeting with Kent and Travis. So I didn't know what was to become of it. You know, I'm a gamer. The whole Frankie's family is truly a family to me. So if Kent asks me to do something, I will at least listen to his wild ass ideas. But I remember vividly watching Cheers growing up, and all through the 2 different girls from Coach to Woody. It's a moment, it's a period of TV icons. So I just was enthralled by the legacy that they produced and created. You know, one of the all-time leading TV shows running type deal. So it was just a pleasure to be part of that family. Right away, you know, my mind goes into, storyboarding out the scenes, setting up shops, getting wardrobe. We wanted to make this, similar, not copy. The Frankie's Cheers connection starts with it's a family, okay? Everybody knows your name, okay? When I walk in here, I get nothing but love. And, don't tell Kent, but few pieces of free pizza now and then. The people here, the difference between Cheers, the TV show, which was, actors playing characters, which was on the premise of fake, the people at Frankie's are genuine, and that's the difference. But there's so much more correlations. We got a Carla, we got a Cliff, we got a Norm, we got a Sammy, and we got a Coach, okay? We have so many more characters that makes Frankie's more richer. So, the stories that I can tell you that have come out of here, but people will give you their shirt off their back when you ask them. So, I really appreciate Frankie's and the genuine people that care. People would categorize me as a character on Cheers would be Norm. I come in, Todd. So, in closing, I wanted to say the enjoyment already without releasing the video as it stands now. It's pure love and excitement. We had such a great time. So many people bonded. So many people left that day with memories that will flash before them on their deathbed. Okay? I'm proud and humbled to be part of this process.
I'm Kent Garbers, and Frankie's is my restaurant. Frankie's is a Chicago-style restaurant that's been open since 1991. We're known for our Chicago-style deep dish pizzas, and 5 years ago we added the bar in the bank room and live music on Saturday nights and all sorts of fun. Over the years since we've added the bar, it's been a big change for the restaurant, going from just a delivery and takeout joint to actually having a place that we can interact with all the customers and all of our people around here. Having the bar has definitely become more of a community-centered place for the restaurant, something we didn't expect when we first opened it. But being part of the community and having a place that a lot of people compare to Cheers has been a lot of fun. The community has definitely made Frankie's part of itself. We get a lot of thank yous and a lot of appreciation from the people. People come back here because it's part of them more than as much as it is part of us. A lot of our customers and a lot of our staff have brought up the connection of Cheers to Frankie's, and that it's definitely the place that everybody knows your name. People come in here, they see their friends, they see their people that they hang out with on a regular basis, and everybody knows your name when you walk in the door. It definitely inspired me to think about that as far as the opening sequence of Cheers, and it's been a lot of fun to do that. Todd and Travis and I sat down one night, looked over the original Cheers version, and wanted to pay homage to that as good as we could. Todd definitely brought that credibility of his talents to bring it all together, and we talked about the music, we talked about the video, what type of pictures we'd want to do, and kind of went from there. So we started off by creating the storyboard of the original. Printed out some great little scenes to follow of everything, and the next step was to try and find all the costumes. So we went to a local costume place and sent them the images. They went through and found us some perfect costumes to do the photo shoot with. So we scheduled a Saturday afternoon here to have everybody come in. So we invited our friends, our family, the guys from Tugboat, and Todd took some amazing pictures of that day. Did a great job choreographing everybody along with the costumes and the props to get them just right, and then spent many hours afterwards getting the pictures just right to look and feel like the originals from the show. The photo shoot day was particularly fun. We invited nearly 40 people to come in that day. with very little suggestion or guidelines on what to expect that day. Wear nice clothes, wear a suit if you have it, bring a tie. So the people that we had here didn't really know what they were getting into. We had the right people here that day. Everybody really stepped up and enjoyed it. It was a great time. Everybody had a blast doing it. Myself was blown away by the camaraderie of everybody and just a fun day. It was just a great day. So much fun. I want to be coach. I'm not sure if anybody else would pick me as that, but I don't know. Maybe Sam. I think looking back at Cheers memories, I grew up watching it. It was always something that was there. I continued to watch the reruns and the syndication of it throughout the years, and now watching my children watch it many years later, not quite getting all the jokes, but having a fun time watching it is a lot of fun for me. It has been incredibly fun working with everybody on this, from my staff, from Jeremy, from Todd and Travis and everybody else that has a huge part in this. I can't wait to have this displayed to the public and out there for everybody to see. It's been incredibly fun, and I hope everybody enjoys it.
Superstars, part-time living the dream. Yeah, we're dive bar superstars. Dive bar superstars.
It was just an honor to be able to do it, to do a partnership with Frankie's and have a reason to cover an awesome song like that. And it was a lot of hard work for some people. I'm not going to mention any names, but it was definitely not this guy. No, this is definitely not the first time I've been behind the camera. I used to work for Bottom Feeders Outdoors Network. Negative 30 below doing this, wearing nothing but my long johns. I remember watching it with my dad. I'll tell you that. I mean, syndication is how I know Cheers. Unfortunately, Norm. I'm definitely not to be mean or nothing, but a little slimmer than he is. But I definitely relate to his attitude and lifestyle. The fact that when I walk into the door, everyone's high-fiving me and know that I'm just coming to have a good time. I'd say the thing that keeps bringing me back is just the family type environment that is created. Like all customers are appreciated. And, the workers definitely appreciate the customers, and you can see it in the service and the food. It's just awesome to be a part of a company that wants to promote themselves and better the community and help out extremely struggling musicians. It's a tad blurry, mostly because it's a Cheers photo shoot, and I'll just leave it at that.
Hey, I'm Alex from Tugboat Rampage. I play guitar in the band. Yeah. Travis came to me about doing it, and a lot of the creative stuff came from him. He was the driving force, but I just had fun adding some guitar textures and kind of coming up with some sounds for it, and that was what I did for it. Doing the photo shoot was super fun. I had no idea what I was walking into. I was told to dress in a suit, and I was like, okay, come to Frankie's, take some pictures, and I was totally surprised by all the storyboarding that they were doing and all the costumes, and the whole setup was amazing, and I was totally impressed. It was fun. I'd say that there's a lot of connection between Frankie's and Cheers, because the whole point of Cheers was that there's a sense of community there, and Frankie's definitely has a community and a bunch of crazy characters and family. I don't have too much memory of the Cheers show. I remember being young and hearing the song quite a bit. My dad used to watch Cheers, and my dad loved Frasier, so I knew Frasier more than I knew the other characters. But I also knew the voice of Cliff the mailman from Toy Story. I remember that pretty clearly too. I've been informed that I'm more like Cliff than anyone else in the show, and I guess I have to agree. Cliff seems like he's sort of the snarky, like dry humor, regular at the bar, and I guess I could see that in me too.
My name is Pierce. I'm the bass player in Tugboat Rampage. Yeah, the photo shoot at Frankie's was really cool. There's a lot of good energy. I feel like people were really getting into the roles. Well, I think I sounded pretty good on the new track. Came in, knocked it out, sounded almost computer, just too perfect, too precise, and I think that really comes through in the recording.
I'm Travis, lead singer, guitar player in Tugboat Rampage. I was the initial point of contact to get the thing going. Kent had brought it up. He brought it up kind of almost timidly at first, kind of like, hey, I kind of got this idea, you know, want to talk about it. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. You know, like, let me know what you're thinking, and we'll get something going. And it kind of went away for like a week or so, and then he got back and he's like, hey, we need to sit down and talk about this. And then that kind of led into the first meeting with just Kent, Todd, and I. And you know, Kent was kind of masterminding the whole thing. He wanted myself and the band to, you know, do the music and be a part of the photos. And then obviously Todd was doing the photos. And we kind of sat down and say, to hear the amount of effort that had already been put into what Kent wanted to create was, you know, it was great to hear. And it was immediately, you know, I was on board, and I mean, as I'm at the table, I'm texting these guys like, hey, can we make the photo shoot on, you know, this Saturday morning, and, you know, we got to get the song rolling. And then, you know, once we got the photos out of the way, and we started getting the initial structure and, you know, kind of ideas for the song together, just started piece by piece laying it down. I did do quite a bit of the song, just, I mean, structure-wise, kind of on my own. I laid the basic rhythms and all that, and then had everybody come in at different times and do, you know, kind of have their input, whether it was playing different parts or, you know, trying to come up with different things to add as different elements to bring the whole thing together. And I'm really pleased with the way that the ideas all came together and the way the parts, you know, played out. I hope that everybody else really enjoys it. I hope that it complements the video in general the way that it should, because I know the amount of detail and time and effort that you know, Todd and everybody's putting into the photos, and you know, just the amount of time that Kent put into putting the idea together and finding all the people that come together to make the final product. And that's excuse me. It's really cool to see that. You know, again, you take the family, you take the community, you bring them all together, and then you come up with this end product that's more than any of us could have ever done on our own. You know, it's that collective team spirit, and that's Frankie's, and that's what Cheers was about. It was that, you know, it was all about the team. Yeah, we just kind of took a lot of elements of things that we like, and then we put that into the Cheers theme, and, you know, somewhat made it our own, but tried to honor the original as well. We're all kind of big fans of The Darkness, and so Kyle actually came up with the idea of having the guitar harmonies on the kind of that lead line. Alex recorded it. It turned out awesome. So maybe I'd be Ted Danson, just from I usually end up, you know, as the leader of things, but that again, yeah, I'm definitely not sober, so that's maybe I'll go sober and start a bar or something. Who knows? I say, on top of being part of like the Frankie's family, Frankie's in general is a kind of a staple in the community, and that's, you know, that's what the bar from Cheers was too. It was that place where, you know, this group would gather and have their good times, and, you know, kind of forget about whatever else is going on. When you're here, it's good times, and that's what it's about. And that's definitely, you know, what we take away from Frankie's, because it's been very good to us the whole run that we've been there.